NYNY podcast. How are we doing? We're back for another Testimony Tuesday with the one and only Jolie Stein, everyone. How you doing, Joel?
I'm good, how are you?
Very well, mate. Who thinks this guy? You've got better style than me, haven't you? He has. He's got better style than me, Jolie Stein. Show these guys your socks. Look at this. He's even get that leg properly up there. He's even customised his Nike tick. Mind blown. I need to start doing that. It's clever, really clever. Mate, tell me and the audience a little bit about yourself.
I'm 12.
12 years old. 12 years old.
I'm 12.
Don't look 12.
I grew up in Nairobi, Kenya, in Africa. I'm from South Africa, Cape Town, born and raised.
Liquor.
And I moved to England a year and a bit ago.
Year and a bit ago.
A year and a bit.
How are you finding England? It's currently raining disgusting on a winter's day. But how are you finding it?
I love the country. Hate the weather.
Hate the weather. Hate the weather, love the country. That's good. I like that. So, mate, you've been at church for how long now?
My whole life.
Been at church, whole life. How long have you been at Soul Church for?
At Soul Church, a year and a bit.
Year and a bit. Tell me about your experiences at church and what's been some significant moments, some important moments in your walk with Soul Church and church in general throughout your journey as being a Christian.
Well,
Christians. Yeah.
Well, I've always been a man of God.
Good boy.
But like after, first coming here, I felt very lost, obviously, because like I didn't know anyone, and I felt like Soul Church was just like, you know, like a big old hug. Yeah, just came here and I just felt.
He does give good hugs, ladies. I'll tell you that for free. What are you gonna say? So it was like a big hug.
It was like a big hug, and recently went to Rock Nations, and that was life changing.
We had a good laugh, didn't we? At Rock Nations. Yeah. So what was an important part of Rock Nations that you took away from?
I think it was on day 2 when we were all given the opportunity, they were just like quiet, like solid 10-20 minutes, and everyone was just crying and praying on their knees, and that was like a moment of like, you know.
So in case you don't know, Rock Nations is a young people's youth conference up in Barbados. I think I've mentioned it a couple of times, but it's a 3-day event where young people gather from all around the world, literally, to come and worship and just to spend time, build community and fellowship. And for me and you, that's exactly what I wanted to do there. You and me, there you go, keep you on your toes. But yeah, for me and Jolie, Rock Nations has been a significant part of both of our lives and our journey with the whole Christianity. And if you guys haven't heard about it, look it up. Because you guys, if you haven't been, come along. We go as a church, and last year we nearly took 100 people, didn't we?
Yeah.
Or something stupidly crazy. But yeah, so guys, look into that. So how's it been being a Christian your whole life? Tell us a little bit about your story, your testimony.
My testimony was my whole life. My dad had he travelled a lot, like because he works in a very, you know, hectic business of oil and gas. So he travelled a lot, and my whole childhood I saw him, you know, decent enough times, you know, but there was just like periods of time that he'd be gone for three months or so.
Wow. And
it would be like, you know, it's just, it felt, I could see how stressed my mum was, and it's just, I'd pray every night and I'd cry every day.
Wow.
And it was tough. And then going to Rock Nations, like, you know, I felt when in that quiet moment, I was on my knees, and that thought, because moving here, my dad was working in England, not in England, in Kenya still, and I just had those feelings again. I could see it was worrying my mum, it was stressing my mum, and it's not family without everyone. You know?
Wow.
So I just got on my knees and I just started crying out to the Lord, and He said, "I'm your father." You know?
Wow. Yeah.
He was like, "I'm always here. I've always been here, and that I'll always be with you." And that was just that moment of significance where I just realised, you know.
Wow. Jolie Stein. Mate, that's sick. That's so cool. I was nearly tearing up. You were tearing up there. I was nearly tearing up myself. So if you guys enjoyed that, thank you so much. But mate, I always ask this question on the Testimony Tuesday, and it's simply, what would you say to a younger Joel?
What would I say to a younger Joel? It's simple. The Lord is with you. He's your Father. Just keep praying.
Keep praying. That's sick, mate. Thank you so much. Jolie, have you got anything to say to the audience before we end it?
God loves you. It's that simple.
Drop the mic. Exactly that. Thank you so much for watching Testimony Tuesday with Jolie Stein. Thanks, mate.
It's been a pleasure.
Good night. God bless. Perfect.